Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of 20-Sided Disappointments. This week, well, no, not this week. This episode, we are going to just be focusing on the levels that the players took. They gained 2 levels, so they are now at level 5, and they're just going to kind of go over what they're going for and what's new with their classes and their subclasses, and that will kind of just be this episode, and we will have this episode be followed up with an actual playing episode. So if you want to skip this episode, you don't really care. There's nothing story-wise happening in here, so that's for you to decide. If you're curious on what the players are doing with their characters, take a listen. Thank you everyone for coming, and again, please check out my friend Dave, man behind the screen. Check out his YouTube channel and all of his other channels. He has links to in most of his descriptions to in his videos. Check out his webtoon comic, Phoenix Rising. They're getting some spicy stuff going on in that adventure, and it is a lot of fun to read. So without further ado, we're just going to get into this episode. Have a nice day. Since Dylan's still leveling his character, we'll start with Luke and then go to Brian and just have each of you tell what's new about your class.
Okay.
You guys are now level 5, so that's really cool. Hopefully you guys got some good stuff.
Let's go.
We'll just start off with Luke. Luke, what did you take that's new and whatnot?
Okay, so considering the flavor of the character that I was trying to build here kind of relies on level 3 fighter, I took 1 level in fighter and resisted the urge to dump my extra level into fighter just so I could get the feat, and I just decided to split it. I put 1 in fighter, 1 in sorcerer. That way I now have my Echo Knight feature, which I'm flavoring as a Shadow clone, considering his sorcerer bloodline is Shadow. So everything is all darkness and cold and themed and stuff like that. So now I have my Shadow Warrior, and I also have an extra sorcerer spell. I think it should be pretty fun, which I'm kind of focusing more on utility and status stuff with my sorcerer magic, as opposed to damage. Considering his deity, I forgot the name, but it's because I gotta go back to my character sheet. The deity is an orcish deity of like shadows, deception, stuff like that. Mainly the darkness and evil theme is kind of what I was going for. So I'm pretty psyched about that I finally got my Shadow clone.
Me too. Noob Cybot.
Exactly. Except with a big ass axe instead of little sickles.
Velraz, did you want to go over some of the stuff that he may have got? It doesn't matter how little or how much.
I mean, not much really changed, truthfully. The only thing that changed was just the proficiency went from 2 to 3, so hopefully I'll have better rolls. And then with you giving me the fighting style, or rather rearranging that, because part of my character wasn't even being used. So now actually having the fighting style for unarmed fighting, that should spice up combat a little bit better instead of just 1-2 punch and praying to the dice god that something magical happens. Other than that, though, yeah, nothing really changed other than getting quite a bit more health. It went from 30 to 48, so this should be. Yeah, I don't. Is that was that planned, or should we take a look at that?
No, it's because you have the tough feat as well, I think. So,
that's right.
So
that's
you get
right.
extra health whenever you.
Oh my lord in heaven!
Speaking of which, how much health did Loke go up?
Loke is at 45 health.
Okay.
We got some beefy people right now. Beefy.
You said your martial arts die went up. Is that what you just said?
No, I actually didn't say that, but you are correct though. I don't think I said it, but they did go up from D4s to D6s. So that is also just overall combat's going to be pretty interesting. Actually, I'm pretty excited to jump into the fray. I'm punching the first person I see. Other than that, though, I think that's it. So if you could actually, I was reading one thing here, which hopefully you can explain to me a little bit better. What is a dodge action? Not to sound a little too obvious, but how does it work in combat more so?
I'm pretty sure it's basically it's supposed to be it uses your action and you focus on defense. It's kind of like the old version of like fighting defensively and stuff like that from like Pathfinder, but I'm pretty sure all like what dodge does is it makes it so attacks have disadvantage against you.
And you spend, I'll read it off to you just so I'm not misquoting anything. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I like
Now, when it says on my turn, obviously nothing's coming at me, so why would it be on my turn? If that makes sense, I'm trying to figure that out.
You could have it to where, say you wanted to move out of a creature's threat zone, then they would have disadvantage on a attack of opportunity, and then maybe even the dodge. Does it last until like your next turn? Do you know, Luke?
The dodge action, yeah, I think it lasts until like the beginning of your next turn. So it's pretty much from then on that the rest of that round up until the beginning of your next turn. You have dodge.
Okay, so you can almost use it as like a prediction. Like I'm predicting I'm gonna take some damage or something's gonna come my way, so I can use it and then be safe for a turn.
Sure.
That could help though. Low health situations. That's actually pretty rad.
Let's see. I think it says all attack rolls have disadvantage on you. Yeah, until the beginning of your next turn.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, other than that though, yeah, nothing's really changed. Those were just questions that I was seeing when I was running through here. So yeah. Other than that, I'm ready.
Awesome.
Got fists.
Demir, are you still leveling?
I finished.
Go ahead, Demir, and tell us what new stuff you have possibly gotten. I know you didn't get any new spell slots. Yeah, Warlock.
Yeah.
No new spell slot because I took a level in Barbarian and a level in Warlock.
Oh, okay, cool.
What kind of new powers did you get for your character?
Chose the Pact of the Tome for the Warlock, and then, yeah, that's it.
Nothing comes with
Then
that.
my Barbarian would have been at level 2 now.
Does your pact offer anything special, or is it...
It says your patron gives you a grimoire called a Book of Shadows. When you gain this feature, choose 3 cantrips from any class spell list. They don't have to be from the same list. While the book is on your person, you can cast those cantrips at will. They don't count against your number of cantrips known, and they don't appear on the Warlock spell list. Well, if they don't appear on the Warlock spell list, they are nonetheless Warlock spells for you. Lose your Book of Shadows, you can perform a 1-hour ceremony to receive a placement from your patron. This ceremony can be performed during a short or long rest, and it destroys the previous book. The book turns to ash when you die.
Do you want your cantrips to be surprises?
Yes.
Heck yeah. And just out of curiosity, how much health are you sitting at now?
38.
Okay, so you guys can start dying now.
Right.
Hey, screw you, man. I got resist. I can hold on at 1 health because I'm a half orc. I mean, honestly, I think like the Pact of the Tome is like my favorite Warlock pact. I like the familiar, but the Book of Shadows just has such cool flavor. Plus, like you become like cantrip master.
It should certainly be nice to have something that isn't Eldritch Blast at your disposal, too.
Yeah.
Assuming you took something offensive, of course.
Well, obviously.
Like, I always love, like, one of my favorite cantrips, hands down, is Shillelagh. And that just makes it so freaking cool. You could be, like, Archfey Patron Warlock with a Book of Shadows and get Shillelagh. So now you're getting, like, your Charisma modifier added to your weapon and everything, and just beat face with a stick.
Yeah.
Different definition to a boomstick.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the end of the Level Upisode. Hope you enjoyed it. Definitely a short one, and I think that's okay. So, be prepared for the next episode of 20 Sided Disappointments, coming soon.